ARNE SLOT. Na, 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 na. ARNE SLOT. Na, 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 na.
Already, bruv.
ARNE SLOT at Liverpool officially confirmed day after Jurgen Klopp's last day at Liverpool, which was emotional to say the least. I had a few tears
I
in
cried.
my eyes, and you know what? What a journey it's been. Um, by the way, welcome to the Red Blood Brothers. It's TJMO with you. If you enjoy the content, you come across this video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and yeah, look, Mo, let's just talk about Jurgen Klopp quickly. I'll just jump straight into it. And what does
Yeah,
he mean to you? And what how was that last day? And what went through your mind? And how are you feeling now, seeing that it's
yeah,
actually over and slot to the cop is on?
yeah. I mean, to be absolutely honest with you, it was a bittersweet feeling. I mean, I was absolutely devastated, but I was devastated um from two because of two things. One, because obviously the man that made Liverpool a serious club again and took us out of that banter era that we were in for like 20 plus years is leaving. So that in itself was absolutely gut wrenching. But I was devastated because I genuinely believe we should have won more. Um, I
Yeah.
really wanted Klopp to leave, you know, with a major trophy. Like I wanted this season specifically, him to have left with, a Europa League or Premier League, even the FA Cup. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Obviously, that isn't gonna happen. So
But it didn't
yeah,
happen,
look,
mate.
yeah, it didn't happen. Yeah, to cut a long story short, man, I'm absolutely devastated. I shed a few tears, but after like being able to see past that emotion, uh, I'm ready to embrace this new era that we're in. So yeah, let's
Yeah,
let's
look,
see what
I think
happens.
the last day, especially with Klopp's farewell speech and the little presentation they done, and when he spoke, it just sort of summarizes Jurgen Klopp. Like you could just
Yeah,
see who Jurgen Klopp is through that last speech.
yeah.
Firstly, he didn't make it feel like it was a sad ending or funeral
You
or
didn't
anything
cry.
like that.
You didn't cry.
He was actually happy. He even said it himself. He said, "I felt like this was a beginning, a new beginning." And it just sent these sort of positive vibes around, and it made you feel like, you know what, we're gonna be okay. And he sort of like was a general charging up his army for
Yeah,
the new the new commander, Arne Slot.
yeah,
Like Jurgen Klopp basically announced it himself right before the official announcement,
yeah. It's crazy. I
and
didn't think he'd do that.
started the chant of Arne Slot's name around the stadium to rally the troops for the new the new war, the new campaign, and
Mm.
it just like it epitomizes Klopp and who he is as a man. Forget the football manager, but as a man, and this is what
Great
really
man.
I'm gonna miss that connection,
I don't think
that
we'll get
aura,
that again.
the presence. No, he's unique. There's no other Jurgen Klopp. He is
These kind of
unique.
managers come once every 50 years.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it just sort of summed up what Jurgen Klopp means to us. But then that's just him as an individual. But then you look at the football side. Liverpool in 2018, 19, 20, we were the best team in Europe.
Yeah, we
We
were.
were playing football out of this world. We had the best defense, best transition, best attack. No one could come close to us. And if it wasn't for City being uh,
The-
115 FC
Yeah,
and obviously Pep being an absolute genius and probably the best manager ever, we should have had at least three titles. And that it was 18, 19, 20. That was Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp football, Jurgen Klopp Liverpool. It and I still think about it until now. Like those the levels we
yeah.
reached.
The
I want to see
quality.
I'm craving it. I want to see it again.
That's the thing. Like, I genuinely doubt whether we're going to see a Liverpool team hit 97 or 99 points again, or 92, 93 points.
Does any other team do that though? Would
Even
City if Pep
Arsenal,
Guardiola leaves, do you think they're
Arsenal,
gonna?
Arsenal didn't do it this year, and they lost one game in this calendar year. So,
Yeah.
the beginning of 2024 to now, Arsenal lost one game,
And this
and they
was
got
Arsenal having a much better season. This was Arsenal.
City won the league this year, 91 points. So yeah, I mean,
Flip's
Jurgen,
sake, man.
yeah, it's just
91.
heartbreaking. That's the thing. I'm absolutely devastated because I love the man. He brought me the happiest years of my life. All of us go through shit in life, and one thing that was a source of positivity for me was Liverpool because we were winning. It
Yeah.
was just he was incredible, and just him as a man, like you said, he's just he's just a fantastic person. But you can't not fall in love with him. So I'll be honest, I shed tears, bro. I cried that night. It just all hit me. The Champions League nights, we won the Premier League, Everton at home when Origi scored that header. Just all of these moments where Jurgen Klopp showed his true personality. It's gonna be hard, but like I said, let's see what the future holds, man. And I hope that we challenge in the coming years, bro, or win a lot more. Like everyone's saying, how everyone's saying that Klopp is the Shankly now,
Slot is the
Paisley,
Paisley. But
Paisley
that's the
won.
thing. Klopp
The rest
rebuilt
everything.
Liverpool because we were a
Yeah,
fort or a castle that was just, how do I say it,
falling apart.
decomposing or falling apart. Yeah, bricks were all over the place. The gate was broken into. The fort was not strong. It was just on the verge of collapse or probably already collapsed. And he came in and
We
brick
just got
by
history
brick.
yeah,
Yeah, we just had our history, right? And brick by
yeah,
brick, he built it up again and again and again until we reached the stage where we were the best football team in Europe, challenging on all fronts,
yeah,
won every single trophy. We have a new training ground. We have a stadium that is really,
yeah,
really coming along. Everything
yeah.
he done, he set the foundations. And even this season, after a team that decomposed in the
Mm,
season we finished fifth, he sort of rebuilt it, reignited it, and left a strong foundation for
yeah.
us to hopefully go on and succeed with Arne Slot, who is
I hope
announced
so.
as the new manager. And man, am I looking forward to it. I feel, look, with the new structure in place, I'm gonna try and share my screen because uh there's
That's
a
the thing. Like,
there's an image which shows, yeah, if you go on, man, while I figure this out.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, because we have Michael Edwards and the old structure back in place that essentially guaranteed our or enabled us to experience the success we did. I'm 50% sure that we'll be back where we need to be, but the other 50% needs to be uh guaranteed by Slot. He still has to prove himself, man. So I'm not gonna get you know on
Yeah,
my
it's
high
it's a
horse and
sense
just
of
start talking. You're going to compete. He needs to pull through as well, man. Like obviously the structures are in place, but transfer strategy is back in place. He still needs to pull through in it. So
yeah,
it's not happy days yet. He has to prove himself, and
of
only then,
course, of
like when
course.
we see us challenging on all fronts, competing, that's
Yeah,
when Arnie
yeah.
Slot was the man. But from what I've seen, I trust Edwards, and Arnie Slot has done a really good job at final. So let's just hope he can do it here, man. Because that's the thing, bro. Managing like final to Liverpool, the jump is mad, bro. That's the thing,
Yeah,
and
and look,
it might be too much for him. You don't know, but I hope it isn't. I hope it's not. But these possibilities are there. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, of course, and but look, like interestingly enough, when Liverpool announced him as the new manager, yes, so Monday,
Yeah,
an article came out by Paul Joyce, Chris Bascombe, so all the top Liverpool journalists,
yeah,
and even on the Athletic, and they were talking about how the decision or
was
the
made.
interview process was made, the decision making process. And there was like, for example, they said slot, they put slot through an algorithm.
Fucking hell.
Mate, some next AI living futuristic thing
Algorithm for what?
we're on. Apparently it was done by I think it was someone who used to work at Liverpool. He's at um I forgot, was it Spearman? Yeah, Spearman. That's it. So
I
he
don't
was a
know. Okay.
data guy at Liverpool with Edwards. Now I think he's at the company Edwards set up,
Mm.
Ludonautics. Ludonatics. Oh mate, I'm so bad with names. But yeah, anyways, um, yeah, it's called Ludonatics. Yeah, exactly. So they put Slot through. Apparently, there was talk of like an algorithm being used looking at his performance with the team as a whole, and then on individual players injury record, how he connects with fans, how he improves players, how we could operate in not a tight budget, but not a bloody Man City or Chelsea budget. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
and there was a lot of thought put into that. They assessed it. They put it against, for example, Ruben Amorim, and Arne Slot came out higher. So it was like it was driven by data, but then they saw his ability to connect with the fans. Like you saw the farewell videos and how Feyenoord was sending him off. He's an absolute legend there, and he has that charisma and that personality to connect with Liverpool Football Club and the fans. So I
crazy. I
think
never knew that.
that, yeah,
They couldn't just put him through an algorithm. They had to speak to him as well,
no, of
man. They
course,
had
yeah,
to
no, no,
like
I'm
sit him
not saying they
down.
put him through an algorithm. I said they use data and use some algorithm to see how the best outcome would be, and then obviously the interview like the process whilst
Formed
the
in all different
interview.
categories, basically.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
obviously with they said Richard Hughes was the one that flew out to the Netherlands to conduct the interviews, and it was quite a long and tough process. So it was Richard Hughes as well that negotiated everything. So yeah, like you read all of that, you're like, boy, these guys must have, and I'm sure they did. Edwards Hughes, they must have really dug
Yeah, man.
deep to
Yeah.
to like unearth the best candidate, and it led to Slot.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, like, none of us anticipated it. It's just the typical Edwards fashion
Yeah,
type of unveiling,
yeah,
where no, whether it's a player or a manager, but in this specific instance, who anticipated it was going to be Slot? All of us were either convinced it was going to be Alonso, and after obviously Alonso announced he was staying at Leverkusen, we were like, yeah, it's Amarim, Amarim. And then I was so seen. So I remember at the time seeing so many posts on Twitter and Instagram from reliable journalists saying that a 3 year deal has been agreed with Amarim, and then all of a sudden, bang, Slot just comes into the
yeah,
picture. It's just
yeah,
typical Edwards fashion. I don't know if he just likes to deceive people, but listen, I'm sure they've done their due diligence, man, when it came to interviewing and finding the right person. So
yeah.
let's
So
see, man. Let's see.
it's
Let's see
it's
if
the
we can
start
do
of a
it.
new
If we
era.
can do it.
It's a new chapter, a new era.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be thinking about Klopp for the next week, 2 weeks, month. I don't know, maybe until
It's
the
just going to be
season
weird not
starts,
seeing him at
man.
Anfield.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be thinking about those amazing teams he built. But it is time to look forward and listen. There's going to be more content during the summer because brace yourselves, it's a transfer window season.
Oh
All right,
no.
rumors and oh gosh, last summer was an absolute it was a mess. It was frustrating. I hated it. I hope this summer isn't like that. I hope it's this time. It's just we have a target in our mind.
It'll
We'll
be
hear about
swift.
it the day before. Bang, done deal. So yeah, looking forward
Yeah.
to it.
I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see who's going to go. Obviously, apart from the ones that were announced, I'm interested to see who's gonna get
Yeah,
sold, man.
yeah, exactly. So it's a big summer ahead. There's the Euros, of course,
See what happens.
but yeah. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment. You know the drill. Mo, thank you so much, bro. I'll see you in the next video.